Welcome to the Sportsman Show, Central Oregon, 2025. Shows up about every spring, and it's a lot of fun to go and check out the show. They have boats, they have fishing gear, they have hunting gear, tents, trailers, RVs, you name it. It's always fun to come and check out all the new stuff. This pontoon boat was a seriously set up boat. Barbecue, dinette, sink, pretty nice. Saw those fishing boats as we walked in. That's kind of what I would lean towards if I had the money for it, but I don't, so I won't. But it's always fun to walk around and see all the new different things and just check out these different boats and stuff that I would never buy but are still really neat to look at. And I have to say that's the first time I've seen an inflatable water slide on the back of a boat before. But there's always so much to look at. The show's always a lot of fun. This year was something a little different with the hot rod shop here showing off some of their custom work. Really, really nice cars. All of them were just well put together, just immaculately done. I got a special place in my heart for old cars, and seeing the Woody, that's actual real wood on the side of that station wagon. The way they fixed up this old Bronco, really neat, really clean, really well done. Something different we haven't seen at the show before, but pretty neat to see things like that. Both my older brothers have old Broncos, and it's kind of neat to see something different, and just the way it was put together, really well done. Really enjoyed it. On top of all the hunting, camping, fishing gear they have, they also have a lot of RVs. Everything from these jumping jack trailers all the way up to beaver motor coaches, had it all. And this year was a little different. Some friends of ours, they wanted to come and check out some RVs because they were looking at buying one. And it was a whole lot of fun to walk around, check out the RVs, do different tours and talk about the benefits or the issues with certain trailers. And they have two little kids, and they're looking at something long-term. Nothing overland quite like this setup, which just looked like a pretty neat setup for an overlander. But they're looking more for a bunkhouse RV. And it was a lot of fun to go to the show with a purpose like that. And the first day we were there, we just had a whole lot of fun. Their son Robbie kept me busy that whole afternoon. Just loads and loads of fun. Great people. And it was neat to walk around and see these different trailers. And they ended up actually putting an offer down on one, which was kind of cool. Kind of looking forward to maybe getting out there in the near future and going camping with them. It'd be a lot of fun. And hang on tight. We'll show you a few other things here, but then we'll go through some short but RV tours. I did some short walkthroughs. They're about 2 minute long, maybe 3 minutes long, walking through, and just some different models we saw. Some that would have been interesting to us before we started our whole RV process, and others that don't fit our needs but might fit someone else's needs. So stay tuned for that. This is the first RV we did a walkthrough on, is the Ember 29 MRS. It's really nice and open in the living room area. The opposing slides really open up a lot of floor space. The stove has some decent space around it. The one side, the right side there, doesn't have much. It'd be nice if there was more space on it to set pots and pans down, but living room was nicely laid out. I love the windows they use in this trailer. They're the double pane plastic windows. I know they're not plastic, polyurethane or whatever. They're nice windows. They all open up fully. The cabinet faces there had kind of a basket weave design to the front, which kind of gave it a neat textured look to it. But the island sink and the coffee bar area, all nicely laid out. The bathroom, I like the layout of the bathroom. There's a nice big medicine cabinet, a mirror hanging on the wall. There's decent counter space around the sink, and the nice squared shower with the retracting door is a really nice layout, and the toilet had plenty of room around it. The master bedroom, it will fit people. It just wouldn't fit us. I don't quite grasp the idea of having a Murphy bed in your bedroom. Had it been our trailer, I know we would set up the bed and leave it set up permanently, but I also know that this might work for some folks. It was a different layout. You normally don't see that, so that was kind of cool. The next trailer is a Forest River Wildcat 267 MEX. A lot of these numbers and letters they give these models, I don't know what they all mean. This one only had a single slide out in the living room area, but it really had, to me, a lot of floor space. What I really liked about this is the amount of usable counter space. We have food issues and other health issues, so we do a lot of our own cooking. And it's amazing how few RVs really give you a good usable kitchen. And this one gave you a good usable kitchen. The TV placement and the fireplace placement were really nice in comparison to the theater seating. And it had this really neat, like, hidden pantry area behind the TV. And there's a lot of storage back there. It was kind of neat how they tucked it away, used the space, but kind of kept it hidden. I like that. The refrigerator and freezer are good sized and very usable. Again, for someone who's going to use the kitchen a lot, this would be very handy to have. I will say the stove, again, the right side of the stove would be nice. It was a little bit further away from that wall, so you had usable space there. But I really like the glass in the upper cabinets. You could see through it, but with that textured look, it really kind of gave it a really neat look to it. Lots of storage in this kitchen as well. Though I have to say, with the fixed shelf they put in there, there's not a lot of room for a wastebasket, but still a lot of storage in there. And again, that amount of counter space is just crazy. And this RV has one of these do-all sinks. It does more than I would know what to use it for, but the bathroom, they have a radius shower, corner shower, whatever you want to call it. We had one of these in our mini light. It worked, but I banged my elbows into the glass doors many, many times. But the main layout of the bathroom is not bad. Medicine cabinet above the sink. You have some decent counter space next to the sink. And the toilet has plenty of elbow and leg room. Other than the radius shower, I really like this bathroom layout. And the theater seats were very, very comfortable. Pretty basic, no slide out, bedroom in the back. I do like it when they tuck these wardrobes in, kind of in the bathroom area. Gives you lots of hanging space and lots of storage in there. Definitely more storage than any of the trailers we've ever had, but we like to keep things short. And if I get the Tidewoods done, it's going to be a lot shorter. And there was a group of van conversions that I walked through, and I don't even know why I didn't write down the model number of this one. This one, kind of neat because you can remove these bars that are supports for the bed, and you can use that entire back end of the van for storage. The bathroom's fairly small on this one, but I enjoy looking at these van conversions. They have some really neat ideas in them, things like using the bathroom for either a closet or a bathroom or a shower. It's kind of an all-in-one catch-all type. I like to see the ideas behind some of this, though I don't know if I would ever own a van conversion myself, because again, it wouldn't work for me. I know it works for a lot of people, and I think some of these ideas are just genius, like this, being able to fold up your bed, and you could put your mountain bikes, your kayaks, other things in the back of the van, and it will really work well. Again, I apologize for not getting the model number of this one so we can get some of the facts on it, but I do enjoy walking around and just seeing all kinds of different trailers and vans and motorhomes and all kinds of stuff. The next one, as I walked up to the 27 North Venture van, another gentleman was just coming out of it, and he says, "It's the best one here." So, of course, with that type of accolade, I had to go in and check it out. This one felt so much bigger. I mean, I know it's a longer van than the last one, but just its layout just seemed so much bigger. I think the convection stove on the top, kind of a neat layout. The beds, I don't know if that's quite for us, but it's got a good layout. What really impressed me about this one is the rear bath. So many of these van conversions have such small bathrooms, and this one, that bathroom felt so big and so roomy. And to think that it's just a van and to have that much room was really nice. Neat layout. It was lots of fun to walk through. Again, I really enjoy seeing the different ideas and the different ways people tackle different problems. And it's just really neat to see the different mindsets of folks that build these things. I saw this Keystone Coleman 13B from a distance, and I've got something special for short, small little trailers. And I have to admit, I wasn't expecting this when I went into this, that this is a bunkhouse model. That kind of blew me away. I mean, it's got a full kitchen, stove, sink, refrigerator, with bunks. I mean, the main bed seems a little small, but then I was really surprised when I opened the bathroom, and it's a dry bath. You get so many small little trailers like this with a wet bath, and that's just something that, Sonia is just not a fan of. I mean, it'd be nice if they had a shower surround in there, but, it's a basic shower, and it's a dry bath. And I was just amazed at how much they fit in such a small, tiny little outlay. Sale price was good as well. I'd probably do something with that bed because that bed's a little on the small side. But, they even had inverter prep and solar charge location for it. True, the refrigerator's a little on the small side, but they had drawers, under-sink storage, and a bunkhouse. That was kind of neat. And then lo and behold, they had a brand new R-Pod 192, and had to go in and check it out and see what's different. Things like the drawers they have underneath the couch. Ours didn't have that. And most of the setup is still the same. The cabinets on the side look the same. The wardrobes on the side of the bed look the same. In the kitchen, they've added some drawers. Ours doesn't have any drawers. And they put in a front-to-back stove. Ours is not that way, so you get a lot more counter space nowadays. I think that was really nice. But definitely some upgrades here and there. Bathroom, they actually put a medicine cabinet in it, and a retractable shower door and a shower surround. All those are things that ours did not come with. And I think the bathroom window may be a little bit bigger. I'm not sure on that. But everything else pretty much looked the same. It was a lot of fun to walk through it and see the differences. Then on to the Outback OBX 18 BHS. I know this is a lot smaller than our friends were looking for, but I really liked this bunkhouse. The layout to me was really well done. It had the dual pane poly windows, and those open up really, really well for airflow. I really like that. Kitchen really does not have any counter space to speak of, but it does have a stove and an oven. Had some drawer space. The refrigerator wasn't too bad for size. Some decent counter space or cupboard space above, complete with microwave. And then next to the fridge, there's a small pantry area, which is nice as well. And I like the fact they put the wall up on the end of the bunks. It really kind of separates the bunks from the rest of the living space. For if you had little ones or even teenagers in there, that gives them a little bit of privacy, which is nice. Wouldn't mind seeing a window on the bottom bunk as well. Those are kind of nice. And cool little bathroom. And if you have smaller kids, having a tub like that in it's really nice to get them cleaned up. And the little plastic thing you saw on the right wall as I walked in is actually a fold-down sink. That was kind of a neat feature in here. All in all, I was kind of pleased with this layout for a bunkhouse and having all that room. It was nice. Outdoors RV is the brand that our friends decided on putting some money down on. This is not the model they chose. I came back the next day and theirs had their name on it with sold, and the doors were locked so you couldn't go in it. But Outdoors RVs are made here in Oregon, out in La Grande, and I hear really good things about them. I've never owned one, but things like the corner shower here, not my favorite. Again, we had one in the Mini Light, and I banged my elbows in it a lot. But overall, not a bad bathroom layout. Wouldn't mind some more linen storage, but not bad. One thing that Outdoors RV has down pat is they put in a big dining table. And these are plenty big enough to pull out a 1,000-piece puzzle and have no problem having space for it, or sitting 4 full-grown adults around that table and having plenty of room, elbow room, knee room, plenty of room to eat. The layout of this, other than the fact it's a dinette and not theater seats, is very similar to the Mini Light that we had. Outdoors RV really likes their wood grain cabin lodge-like interiors. And again, I've never owned one, but I've heard a lot of good things about them, good things about their build quality. durability. I know they put in huge fresh water tanks. I've seen some of their models, I think, have a 100 plus gallon fresh water tank. But they have these custom mountain scene splash guards behind their stoves. They still put a propane oven in, which a lot of manufacturers are kind of going away from now. But I really like the layouts. I like the storage. I like the wood grain, but it does make it a little bit darker inside. But really neat trailer. Lots of fun to look through them. I'm really excited for our friends. Again, I'm kind of really excited to maybe plan a camping trip or two this summer with them and see how they're liking it and getting along with theirs. And on my way out of the show, I saw this and I popped my head in, and I really like this layout. So this is the Forest River Ibex 16 MBJ-BM, and the BM stands for Beast Mode. It's a beefier suspension. They flip the axle so it sits higher, put off-road tires on it. I think it comes with solar. I know there's a few other things with the package that it comes with, but it's got pretty darn beefy suspension. And this one wasn't too big. I liked the layout. It's got a nice rectangular shower with a retractable sliding shower door. Got a nice shower surround, nice medicine cabinet. And it's lacking a little on the linen storage, but the bathroom's got a nice layout. Kitchen's small, but definitely usable, and decent storage space in it. I mean, it's a small trailer. The bathroom's not huge. There's enough room for using the toilet, but it's kind of tight. Got a nice big fridge freezer. And for the size of the trailer, it's a good size. What I really like about this is the main living room layout. You've got a nice comfortable couch to rest and relax on, but then you have an eating bar to use as your dinette. So you have some decent floor space, even though this trailer does not have any slide outs. Decent pantry space, space of storage above the couch. I mean, I know the side-to-side bed is something that some folks don't like because one has to crawl over the other to get in and out at night if you need to. But overall, the layout, the windows, the eating bar, I have a feeling if I would have seen this trailer years and years ago, before we started our big trip around the country, we may have been looking at something like this. I mean, I'm just really intrigued by the layout. I think this eating bar, especially with additional storage underneath, was just a real neat layout. I love the fact that you've got a table to eat at, but you also have a couch to sit and relax on. It's got the Euro-style windows that open for airflow, and it's on the campside, so you got a nice big campside window. I really like this one. Hope you guys enjoyed our RV walkthroughs, and we'll see you on the next one.